Hey, Chase Steves here with FCA Fallbrook and Bonsall. Excited to introduce our monthly news videos. So let me share with you what God's been doing on our campuses. Last newsletter, we shared that Fallbrook High was selected for one of 50 schools with Project 25. We were excited about that opportunity and know we want to serve in our community. So we got all the students together and casted vision for what we wanted to do. We included with our goal was to serve local and reach global. So what we decided to do is team up with the Fallbrook Food Pantry and collect cans all throughout the school. Different churches were involved and we were able to collect over 2,000 cans for the food pantry. As well as we teamed up with an organization called Unforgotten Faces. They have a school in Ethiopia, Africa, and with our cans raised, we're able to sponsor kids in Ethiopia. Well, it turns out we're able to sponsor 5 kids for an entire year of schooling, books, food, all that they need to thrive in their community. So we're excited. We made a huge impact. We're excited as a team to rally together and what that looks like. At the ceremony night down in San Diego, Fallbrook High actually took first place for most creative and most money raised for our community. So thank you for being a part of that, for praying for it. If you donated cans, thank you. Made a tremendous impact. We're excited for that. Look forward to next year on doing even more in our community that we can influence and impact for Jesus Christ. Well, in May, we hosted our first annual benefit dinner. This was an awesome event right here in Fallbrook for FCA Fallbrook and Bonsall. Many of you were a part of it, and we got to share the highlights and the victories of what God's done on our school campuses. Awesome event. Also, what was great is there were families who had no idea what FCA was. So we took that time to share with them the excitement and the vision for what we feel like God's going to do here in Fallbrook and Bonsall through our public junior high and high school programs. Thanks for being a part of that. We're going to do many more of those in the years to come. So we'll make sure we keep you posted on when that next one is. Well, with FCA, we host many fundraising events throughout the year. On June 1st, we hosted a golf event where 124 golfers came to raise camp scholarships for a camp that FCA does up at UCLA. We had 124 golfers show up and was able to raise $100,000. That equates to 200 kids are going to have full scholarships to camp this year. Well, Fallbrook High officially had its last huddle of the 2018 school year. Great event. With that, we brought in Chick-fil-A sandwiches for 100 kids to come and grab a free lunch. And we heard from every youth pastor who's poured into these students over this last school year. Awesome times to encourage and challenge those students to go out this summer and live their faith active as they pursue Jesus Christ. Well, with FCA, we're in full summer mode now. And with that means lots of exciting things that are coming up. First big one is FCA camp up at UCLA. We're anticipating over 1,200 kids will gather this summer, and they're going to learn from great coaches all across the nation and how they can become better athletes in their sport. As well as in the morning and the evening, there's going to be a chapel time where they're going to pour into God's word and have a better understanding of Him and His love for them. Such an awesome event. Last year, huge impact was made as Jesus was proclaimed and known, and many kids accepted Jesus Christ. We're praying the same thing this year and can't wait for that camp to come. Over the summertime, we switched from daily huddles on the schools into leadership training and development. Our plan is to cast vision and dream big and prepare the student leaders so they can go and take on those huddles next year at their schools. So that's my focus this summer, is pour into the different student leaders we have at Fallbrook High, grow a student leadership team at Bonsall High, Sullivan, and Potter, and have great connections with them where they can understand what our job is to do and how we can prepare them to bring Jesus into the schools. So I'm excited about that. That will happen over conversations of coffee. We'll have different training sessions throughout the summer, and just a great time to build them, encourage them, love on them, and get them excited about the impact that we're gonna make next year on the campuses with the gospel of Jesus. Looking forward to that time. During the summer, I'm also gonna make a huge push to become fully funded. My prayer is that by the end of summer, I'll be fully funded so we can launch all 4 schools right at the start of next school year. So what that means is my goal is to get $500 in monthly support every week from now until summer ends. So please join me in praying for that. If you have any resources or people that might want to hear about FCA, shoot me a message. Love to get in touch with them and share what God's doing and what we're praying God's going to do next year through this ministry. So many of you send me messages asking what you can be praying for. Love to share with you a couple prayer requests for myself and for my family. As you know, my wife Chelsea is pregnant with our 4th child. This time it's a baby boy. And so just pray as September gets closer that the pregnancy goes well and goes smoothly, and that she can find time to rest amongst the craziness of kids out for the summer as well. Another prayer request is we are currently 67% funded. So please join us in praying, like I shared a moment ago, that we can be fully funded by the end of summer so we can launch into all 4 schools strongly this coming school year. And the last prayer request is just be praying for me over the summer as we cast vision and share what we want to see next school year look like, that we can find student leaders who will go on to make an impact in their schools, and that I can do a good job training them up with the resources and tools and just the excitement of what an awesome ministry we can be a part of as we make Jesus Christ known. As we're putting him back in the public schools, the kids will be eager to do so, to share their faith out loud. And so just be praying that we can train them up well, that we can find the right students, and that God is going to be exalted and glorified through all of that. Well, that's a recap of what God's been doing the last couple months. We're excited about it. We see God doing some amazing things. We also love the support that our team has brought behind us. I knew from the very beginning reaching 3,700 students was way bigger than any one person could accomplish, and I needed a team behind me to make that happen. It's such a privilege and an honor to have you and your family a part of that team. God's doing amazing things. Thank you for your help, both prayerfully, financially, and with other gifts that you have that we can influence the schools with the gospel of Jesus. Love having you a part of that team. If you have any questions or want to know more, love to hear from you. Thanks again, and God bless.